this is the performance and tutorial for Double Knockout, which was taught on Tuesday during free time. And let's start out with the shuffle. That's pretty good. Maybe one more cut. This is not going well. Okay, maybe one more shuffle. Alright, that looks pretty good. So now I'm gonna out jog my kings, find my kings to help me out. Okay, there we go. That's a bit messy, but it's okay. So you're probably thinking that it's a bit fishy that I am not showing you the 4 kings, but yes, they actually are 4 kings. And so place those on top and let you see them, each one of them. So the King of Diamonds, the King of Clubs, the King of Hearts, and the King of Spades. And so I'm gonna set those down on the table. Yes, they still are the 4 kings. And let's see the 2 cards that are on top of the deck. Oh wow, that's really amazing. They're both the green 7s, red 7s. That's pretty amazing how you got those. Gosh. Okay. So let me set those down and make a sandwich between the 2 kings, the 2 sets of kings. And now I'm going to show you what you could have gotten. You could have gotten the 2 of spades or the 6 of diamonds, but no, you got both the red 7s. And so I'm going to take this first sandwich, set it on top, and with a snap and a hard slam, your one of your red 7s has disappeared. And you might think it's the first card, or first few cards in the first few cards, the top of the deck, but it's not. And you think it might be at the bottom. It's not. And let's try it with this one. And with the snap and a hard slam, it also has disappeared, which, how'd that happen? Not the top card, or near the top. It's not near the bottom. So if it's not near the bottom or the top, it must be right in the middle of the deck. And here's the tutorial. So what you need to do is have 2 random cards, 2 of the same type. It could be like both the red 6s, both the black 6s, both the anything, except for the kings. So what you need to do is have your 2 random cards and your matches, like pairs. You put the pairs on top of the deck first, and then you put your random cards on. So it should look like this. Alrighty. And now, or you could do this beforehand, you put your kings in the deck. And if they're already in the deck, I don't think it's a big deal. because if you shuffle them, they might get out of order of red, black, which it looks cooler at the end. It ends up 2 black kings, 2 red kings if you start out red, black when you show the audience. And so it should look like this. And so what you do at the beginning is you can shuffle the cards, but what you're really doing is not catching the first 4 cards. And so you just do that and make sure there's 4 cards. That was lucky, I got like 5. And earlier in the performance I did only catch 3, so I had to slip off the other side cards to make sure there were 4. So after you shuffle it and make sure they think it's shuffled and no preparation was before that shuffle, then you say, okay, now I'm gonna find my 4 kings to help me out, and you out jog your 4 kings. Oh, this is really nice. I already got them in order, which can happen. So then you take them, and then you don't let the audience see them. Don't go like that. Just put it down. And while you're doing that, you're slipping 2 cards off the top of the deck very slyly. I didn't do very well at doing that. So you just slide them off and catch a pinky break while you show the cards to them. And they see they're the 4 kings actually. And then you flip them face up and grab those 2 pinky break cards and do something like this. I don't know the slide of this or motion, I'm sorry guys, but you take them and then flip it over with this pile, the king pile, and then you do the first 3, and then when it comes to here you don't flip it because there's a back right here and you want to make it look like there's no back, so you just place it down. You don't show them this, or don't go like that because they see this, they're like, wait, what is she doing or he doing? Whoever's performing the trick. And so you just place it at an angle on top of the deck, and then you flip it over however you want. You could flip it over like that, I don't know. And so then it should look like this. See that? Yeah. So 2 random king, 2 random cards, 2 kings. And so this is an important part. You then slide off the top 2 and have it won't go like this, go like that. And then you deal down the second 2. So go bottom up. And then you say, so there still are the 4 kings, although they aren't. And then after you say that they still are the 4 kings, you flip over the kings again, and then what do you do? Then you say, okay, let's look at the top of the deck for oops, sorry, caught that 5. So you riffle up the top of the deck and you catch 4, and you don't let them see this really. You just catch 4 and you turn over the deck and say, okay, let's see what are going to be your 2 cards. Oh wow, you say, oh wow, they are the 2 red 7s. Or make a joke and say 2 green 7s if you have a cool deck like this. And then you flip back over the 4 by doing another riffle and grabbing those cards. And then you place the 2 kings into a sandwich and say, okay, now I'm going to make a sandwich with king, red 7, king, king, red 7, king, all those 2 kings, random card, 2 kings, random card. And then you get a thumb break like this. See that? Okay, like that. And you grab close to half as possible of the deck and slide it on top. And what you're doing there is grabbing those pinky break cards with it. So they should look like that. So there's 2 cards on the bottom. And then you say, you could have stopped me in these 2 cards. Hopefully it's not the same type of cards like 9 of diamonds, 9 of hearts. Luckily I barely got out of that. So you could have stopped me at the 9 of spades or the 8 of spades or the 9 of diamonds, and then but you stopped me at the 7 of the 2 red 7s. And so then you slide this part. You don't show this to them. You slide this, which you turned over at the bottom. So then there's 2 cards like this, and you say, okay, you flip over the deck. Say, alright, let me take this first sandwich and give it a snap and a hard slam. And your red 7 has disappeared. And then you show them that the first card and the first top cards are not any of those either red 7s. That red 7. And then you also show them the bottom because they might think it's at the bottom for some reason. And then you take your second and then put it on top and give it a snap and a hard slam, and then they also have disappeared. And then you say, it's not at the top anywhere. Sorry guys. Not at the top anywhere. Or the bottom anywhere. If it's not at the top or the bottom, it must be in the middle. So I hope you liked that performance sim tutorial. I hope this helped you guys out. And hopefully you'll want to practice this for the magic show on Friday. Okay, bye guys.